so the EMPTIES, they are definitely being affected by the base study and me having a couple of large size staple products and stuff like that. So the first thing we have here, it starts off with conditioner. And I have here 2 mega size containers of the Giovanni Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Conditioner. The reason why I have 2 large ones is because this one was actually not used during the winter months at all. There was like 1 use in it after I'd already done the empties video for the fall empties, and so I didn't put it in the video, but this was not actually used during the winter. And then this one is the one that was actually used during the past 3 months. And I don't use these alone. If you're new here, my husband and I use the same shampoo and same conditioner, so our hair care is the same. So there are 2 people using this, and one of the people's, my husband, washes his hair a lot more frequently than I do. He's about an every 3 to 4 days person. Or he'll also do an additional wash if he just doesn't like the way his hair looks, which has been the case a couple of times. And so he was like, please give me the clarifying shampoo because have not been liking my hair lately. And that usually solves his problem. So he clarified yesterday. We'll see. I'll ask him how he feels. But anyway, that's why I have 2 huge ones. So we can see that it takes me about it takes about 1 season to use one of these. And TJ Maxx has not been having these in the store lately. They had all shampoos last time I went. They had every shampoo in the line except for the conditioners. Like, so every single shampoo, every line, but none of the conditioners at all, which was like, what is really going on here? So I had to buy a small conditioner. My husband does not like that. He feels insecure about the fact that the conditioner is so small. So I'm gonna have to keep going back to TJ Maxx until they restock because he's not happy and he's not comfortable. He doesn't really know where to buy the stuff. But our health food store sells the shampoo and the conditioner. So that's where I bought it. I bought it at the health food store, but he don't really know exactly where to get everything. Okay, next order of business, I have some treatments. Y'all are gonna see an upcoming video while the other video was filmed before this. It just comes out the next month. But I got treatments here. And I learned some things recently through hair analysis that says, girl, you need to put these down. I'm hard-headed, but you can see there's empty, so I'm making progress. Okay, so I have here the Not Your Mother's Tough Love Bonding Repair Treatment. I briefly did a little blurb about this on my threads, and I will probably do a video about this and another bond treatment that I have after I'm done using them. Yes, I just said I got to leave them alone, and then I said done using them. Yes, I know, I'm being hard-headed. Okay, then we have the Pattern Treatment Mask. This is the second one that I've used. I typically would use these seasonally, and so I still do that. And then seasonally, instead of using the bond repair, I would use this. And the bond repairs, I was doing that monthly and still doing it monthly. I need to stop, but I keep doing it. Y'all gonna see why in the video. Stay tuned for that video as to why I need to stop doing it. But this is over with, and I will not repurchase because I have been slapped in the face with the knowledge that I do not need to be using this. So, but I liked the texture of it. I like the smell of it. It kind of has like a salty smell to it. And I just really enjoy the product, not because I needed it, but just because I liked the individual product. So definitely if you're looking for a strengthening or protein type product, I recommend the Pattern Treatment Mask. I do like it. And then a more normal treatment that we would see, deep conditioner. So I finally managed to finish this Adwoa Beauty Deep Conditioner. The big size goes a very long way, and their conditioner is very concentrated, so you get so many uses out of it. That means that the next deep conditioner that I have coming up, that one I've never tried before, so I'll probably make a deep conditioner review video of the new one that's coming up. Okay, tons of stuff from the same brand, and this is why I'm trying to get out the door, and I'll tell you why. I have the Kinky Curly Not Today, because that was the base study topic, right? Been using that for years. And then I have 2 Kinky Curly jars, a big one and a small one. Y'all know that I didn't really get good sales on this during Black Friday. It just wasn't happening. So I have to be buying these full price because I don't have enough Kinky Curly in my collection to do all the things that I'm trying to do with Kinky Curly over here. I have a hair appointment, which I want to make sure I'm using this combo, and when I go places, I usually will do this combo so I don't have to worry about how my hair looks while I'm gone. So I'm doing this, and I'm doing the base study, which this is one of the toppers on the base study. So it's like, I just don't have enough product, right? So I'm trying to get out this door to go to Whole Foods, because Whole Foods is where they sell the big one. And Whole Foods is like not in my county, but it's not far. It's not like a big deal. But I figured if I gotta pay full price, I might as well pay less per ounce by getting the big one. So maybe buy 2 of these. I don't know. I'm trying to get out this dough. Plus I'm trying to hunt down. They got this sandwich in there. It's a vegan sandwich. That thing was so good. I'm trying to get that too. But I also need to go to the pet store. But that's frozen. So I'll go there and then come back to the pet store. Pet store closed at 5. I'm trying, y'all. Anyways, and then we have here some toppers. The base study, the toppers go really slow. They go really slow. So I have some Wonder Curl Get Set Jelly. I have an entire separate review on this. I would definitely check out the review because I was using the product differently than what I use it now. And I feel like I had better success then. And so I have this one, and then I have like maybe 1 or 2 others that I'm still continuing to use, but I'm going through it kind of slow. Another topper I have here is Miss Jessie's Jelly Soft Curls. I'm looking through it to see just how empty it is. It's pretty empty. So this is the Miss Jessie's Jelly Soft Curls. I used 1 full one, and I just cracked open a new one. So it might take me a while to go through that. And then the final product we have here, guys, is the Imba Naturals topper. You guys know, go watch my video on this product so you can see how I use it in conjunction. I also will appear in other videos that have this over as a topper. I think in my last base study wrap up, this was topped over the gel. And then I did another base study wrap up that I think may be coming out after this one, maybe, and I have this on my hair as well. And then if you would like to get 15% off, it's not limited to your first purchase, it's whenever you buy it. You can use the code WhatTheKink, all one word, and it will take 15% off of your purchase. I'm currently using a large bottle, and I'm still playing around with how many pumps I need to do, because the pump on this is different than the pump on that. So we're trying to figure out the difference between the two and how much product I need to put on my hair to play around with it. But do I love Imba Naturals? Yes, I still love it. Still stand by it. You just won't see an empty bottle for a really, really long time because I have the really large one. I'm pretty sure it is easy to tell outside that spring is over and summer is here, and I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing. I've been a nasty girl, nasty, I've been a nasty. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody got a good technique? I'm just kidding. Y'all might not be thinking about that song, but I have been too. It is the season of Tinashe, okay? And so we're gonna talk about the season of empties as well. Yes, these empties are affected by the base study as usual. So no, there's not a lot of products. And I know some of you guys like when there's a lot of products, but it's just not gonna happen. So let's start off with it. I do have shampoo. It's a huge bottle of shampoo. This is the Giovanni Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Shampoo. We have since moved on to the Giovanni 50/50. The shampoos and the conditioners, but we talk about the shampoos right now, from Giovanni have a little scale thing on the back, as you can see. And on the left, the far left, it says clarifying, and then on the far right is moisturize. And the tea tree is here. It's not all the way over the clarify. So it's like a step down from their clarifying shampoo, but a very cleansing shampoo. And the 50/50 is a step away, so a step less than their moisture. So we're kind of still trying to be in the middle zone. So that's why it says hydrating, clarifying on the 50/50. It's not saying it's a clarifying shampoo, it's saying it's in between those. Like, you're not gonna clarify, but you know, it's not all the way our most moisturizing shampoo, okay? So this tea tree is not a clarifying shampoo unless you find it to be so. So I'm done with this, and we probably won't be repurchasing this particular line. Well, they're all part of the Eco Chic line. This particular product from this brand, but we are still continuing to use the brand. Okay, so still on the Giovanni train, the rinse out conditioner, we had to get a backup. It's so tiny. What is this, 8 ounces? So little. We had to get a backup conditioner because I couldn't find the conditioners in the TJ Maxx, which is where I buy the really large ones, and our health food store sells Giovanni, as a lot of them do. I've been in different states, different places, and they typically do sell Giovanni products. So I had to pick this up as like a stopgap while I ordered something from their official Amazon shop, because they do have one. So yeah, this is the Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Conditioner that matches the shampoo. I will probably be moving on to the 50/50 conditioner as well, just because, you know, might as well. So let's get into the realm of treatments. So I do have the last of the Curlsmith Bond Curl Rehab Salve. I've only used 2 bond repair treatments. So in the time that it took me to use those, that was it. I didn't really notice anything like drastically different about my hair from them. I may make future content about bond repair treatments, but I've stopped using them because bond repair treatments work in a certain way for certain type of hair damage that I just don't have. And so this really wasn't really doing anything for me. So that's why I ceased using bond treatments. And then a regular deep conditioner treatment. Of course, it takes me about a month to go through an 8 ounce, or not a month, it just takes me 4 deep conditionings to go through. So that's about 2 months for me to go through an 8 ounce product. And so this product wasn't but 8 ounces, but this is the Briogeo Superfoods Kiwi Avocado Mega Hair Mask. And I do have a whole video on this. Whenever I try a new deep conditioner, I do a whole video. So there's a video on this one. I like the smell. Y'all, if y'all didn't watch the video, I said it smelled like fruit stripe gum. It does. It smells pretty doggone good. But this was decent, and a lot of you guys like this. Y'all talk about how y'all getting it on sale and y'all love it so much. I had no idea, but now I do know. I am now in the in crowd. And it's time for the gel parade. 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 Of course, the gel parade is small. It's gonna be small from here on out. It's always gonna be small, but it is more gel in my haul than other stuff because the other things, they tend to be concentrated, or the technique that I use. But when it comes to stylers, we want it thoroughly coated, and there is quite a lot of hair over here. So we do have to use more product. So first thing, I've had this for a while. This is the Soultanicals Frozen Drip and Grip Super Hold Gel in the 33 ounce salon size. They release this for sale maybe once or twice a year. Okay, you cannot consistently get this all the time. It regularly comes in tiny jars. So from here on out, when you see this in the empties, it will be the tiny jars. I own 4 tiny jars for the year, so we'll be going through those. That's why I did not buy the salon size when I did see this in salon size recently. Eventually, I'm gonna sync it up to where I can get the salon size of it and consistently keep it on stock and not have to buy those little ones. But it is what it is. Y'all know I've been using this gel for a while. I quite like it. It is the bomb.com. It is the strongest hold gel offered by Soultanicals. Next up, we have the She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave Curl Perfection Styling Custard. It has such a long name. This product has its own video. It also has its own base study in which I use this as a base under several different toppers. So you can see several different combos that all include this product. Definitely go check out both of those pieces of content if you're more interested in this product. But yes, I only finished one. Moving right along, there's always gonna be Kinky Curly in the collection. I managed to get through one of them in this season because I was using other stuff. This is probably from like the tail end of the base study that I was doing with this as a base because it came before the She Scented one. So that's probably what this is from. And then also, if I'm going out of town or I know my hair needs to look good or I'm getting my hair cut or something, I will pop back over to this combo as well. So that's probably what it is. I currently have 2 of the large jars. So the next empties you see, there will be large jars in there. This, I do get good mileage out of this, maybe like 3 uses for this much hair, which is impressive. But the larger ones, I get just more uses out of the jar. The per ounce is cheaper, so I just, this is like desperation. Like I need the product and I need it now. That's when I buy the small one. There's still small ones in the house. My husband is now a Kinky Curly system user, okay? So he buys the leave-in and these, and they're like in the bathroom sitting there, and I'm like, okay, but that's not mine, okay? That's his. We have another of the Wonder Curl Get Set Jelly. I think I have been emptying these out. I don't get a lot of uses out of these as I do for others. This is a 8 ounce product. I think they used to be larger. I think it used to be a 12 ounce. And you guys saw me talk about it in one of those base study videos where after I finish the base study, I'm probably gonna phase out the Wonder Curl product and just not use it anymore. It just doesn't fit how I do my wash and go currently. It was a better fit for when I did my wash and go on really tiny sections and applied a decent amount of product to every tiny section. This would coat the hair more thoroughly and I would get more definition and stuff like that. But now the way that I do it, it just doesn't give the definition that it was previously giving. This is another one of those things, like a staple. Like it's always going to be in these videos. There are like certain products that appear in every Empties video, and this is most certainly one, and that is the EcoSlay Jello shots. I always keep these packets until I'm like done with the product in the refrigerator, and then I'll bring the packet into the Empties video. So yeah, we emptied out a entire EcoSlay Jello shot. This is the strongest hold gel that I have. So if you're someone who likes Eco Styler, or you're someone who likes old Wetline, if you know, you know, then yeah, this is definitely a good replacement for that. I just don't prefer my hair to be super strong hold anymore, but I am still using it because I am going through the base study right now. And I have more, but wait, there's more. I have a Miss Jessie's Jelly Soft Curls, these white containers. You gotta tilt them so that people can see them. So yeah, this one, and then another one. This one's gonna get emptied out. There's this tiny bit of product in here. This one's gonna get emptied out today when I wash my hair later today. And then I have another one that I'm gonna be opening. And so I did have to make a purchase because there is no way that I'm going to be able to do the base study and continue using this as one of the gels because there's not enough gel. But thankfully they did have a 40% off sale in honor of the late TT, one of the founders of the brand. And 40% off is really, really high for Miss Jessie's. That's the thing. If y'all want to get the products from these brands, you need to follow them on social media, or you need to have their email list or something hooked up, because they do have sales outside of Black Friday, and sometimes the sales are better than Black Friday, because I know they wouldn't do no 40% off at Black Friday, I do not believe. This season's Empties video is very interesting in the fact that there are only products from 2 different categories. That's it. That will be featured in this video. We are getting into the summer empties because technically summer has come to an end, depending on when this video comes out versus whenever the fall is officially beginning. So let's go ahead and get right into the products. The first thing that I have here is the Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Conditioner from Giovanni. We regularly use this. I'm actually not going to be using this anymore after I run out of all of the bottles of it. I'm going to be switching to their I was about to say the wrong product, not the Smoothest Silk, but their 50-50 Balance Conditioner is what I'm going to be switching to. So I have one more of these in the shower, and then that's going to be it. We have conditioners from the same brand here. So from Fenty Hair, I have the Rich one, and then I also have the richer one. If you guys watched the review of Fenty Hair, I went through these pretty quickly just because of the way they were formulated. I knew that I was going to blow through these because I definitely needed to use more product than I typically would when I used both of these conditioners. If you want to see exactly my thoughts on these conditioners and which one I liked more than the other one, definitely go and check out that Fenty Hair review. And speaking of reviews and videos, the next product also has a video as well, and that is the Melanin Hair Care Deep Conditioner. You guys, if you haven't been keeping up with it or whatever, she changed the packaging. She also changed how many ounces come into it. I think it had something to do with like availability of packaging or something like that. So this container is now 14 ounces instead of 16, and I think there may have also been a change in the pricing. I can't exactly remember everything that happened around it because the changes happened and then I bought this like months after that. But yeah, I still like this conditioner. I still think it's good. Obviously this is like the second one that I've purchased. This is not the original one from the review, so yeah, your girl still likes this conditioner. And what are we, like 2 minutes in this video and already it's time for the gel parade? It's time for the gel parade. It's time for the gel parade. Literally that was it. So gels, it's not super fancy or interesting. We have 2 of the As I Am Curling Jelly. I recently did a base study that featured this as the base. This is such a watery product and it's so difficult to apply that I went through 2 of these big jars. Usually when you see this in the store, it is typically an 8-ounce jar. I've never seen the big ones in the store. I bought these online for a discount. I can't remember the discount I got. I think I do talk about that in my Black Friday video from this past Black Friday. But yeah, I bought these in a large size. I had to get it online. And it's the packaging. Like if I was gonna regularly put this into my routine, which I did not have a bad experience with this, definitely go check out the base study wrap-up video related to this. I would probably put this in a pump of some kind. Just the jar thing The jar thing bothered me from the first application, from the first jar to the last drop of the second jar. Absolutely irked my soul. So I would highly recommend getting a pump if you are going to regularly use this product. No surprise, I think almost all of my Empties videos have this product, but this is the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I finished a large one. I don't waste my time buying the smaller ones. So as I think I said in my last video, if it's a small one, I already know that it belongs to my husband because he buys the ones in store. He does not want to buy things on the internet. And if you want the big one, you either have to go to Whole Foods where they mark it up by $6 here, or buy it on the internet. Okay, so I buy, I think I bought this from Whole Foods, but then when I looked and I was like, $6? Girl, I could have paid shipping for $6. But anyways, so yeah, this I like it as a base. I like it as a topper. I mean, it's a very versatile product in my my collection if you've seen some of the videos on my channel. So of course there's always going to be a jar of this. And the last product I used up was the Wonder Curl Get Set Hair Jelly. Funny story about this, if you didn't watch the base study, the As I Am base study, I think is where I talk about this. But if you didn't watch it, let me tell you. So this is the last jar that I had of the Wonder Curl Get Set Jelly that I had pre-purchased, right? And then I was trying to continue to do the base study and I realized that I did not have any more of this product. So I placed an order to get some more product. And when I opened up the new product, like I'm talking in the shower, using this until it was up, opened up the new product smelled slightly different, clumped the hair better, and had a different, slightly different like texture and look to it. So I don't know what's going on over there, if it's just like a from batch to batch to variation, or if she's made changes and tweaked the formulation of the product. I'm not sure. I think it is like a small batch type operation. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But let me see, let me do a check. Because I smelled the new one today recently. Yeah, absolutely. The scent is different. It smells different. It even smells different. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm not mad about it. I'm just wondering if it's a consistent difference, because I was ready to not use this anymore after the base study, whereas the new formulation got tested out a little bit more, but it might be in the game. Bringing you the fall empties. These are the products that I managed to finish in the fall months, and I am actually happy to say that there are actually products this time. We didn't go skimpy. There's actually products that I finished up in a decent enough quantity for a full video. Okay, so the shampoo here is the Giovanni 50-50 Balance Shampoo. This is pretty good. I cannot describe the scent. It is definitely a more moisturizing shampoo. As I've said before, but I'll say it again, the Giovanni shampoos and conditioners all have this little scale on the back that shows you like where it falls on the scale of like most clarifying to more moisturizing. And so this is clarifying and this is moisturizing. And as you can see, the 50-50 shampoo is like a step away from their most moisturizing. So it's not the most moisturizing, but it definitely is more in that realm of being a moisture shampoo, and it definitely feels like that when you're using it. Also, I've been having difficulty getting shampoos and conditioners in that size from TJ Maxx. It's that size that is still a pump, but like a size down from that. That's what I've been finding in the store. So that mega size, I don't know, I can't find it. And also if you go directly to the Giovanni website, which I talked in the past about the fact that I don't order from that website because the shipping is so high, but if you go on their website, you really only see that step down size as well. The huge size isn't on there. And we have another Fenty hair product. This is the Rich One shampoo. This shampoo is really thick and really rich. I spoke with my husband about it when he was using it, and he said that he ends up overusing this by accident. So it's like thick, he puts it in, he's like, oh, let me go in, and then he realizes, oh crap, there's tons of suds. And I guess he just kept doing that. So I don't know what was going on there, but yes, this is very thick, and then it does set suds up really, really well. More conditioner. This is also from Giovanni. This is the last of my Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Conditioner on their little scale. If you see it, that goes from light condition to deep condition, and this is one step away from their light condition. So I did switch to the 50/50 conditioner. That's what's currently in my bathroom, and the 50/50 conditioner is over here, so slightly more moisturizing, and you do notice a difference when you put these on. But yeah, this will get the job done. However, I feel like for most people that are like the audience of my channel, something like the 50/50 or the Smoothest Silk are going to be a little bit more, I guess, more your taste, more your style. I did the Mono's hair video, and I got a product that is an empty. So this is the Elasticity Restoring Treatment. This was a part of the original line that she had way back with Sally's, and then it came back out with her reboot. It smells completely different than the original one. It is still a thick product, and in the video I was like, oh, you know, I'm not jumping out the window for it, but I felt like, I guess I got the water and product ratio a little off, and so when I got that right with subsequent uses, this had a lot more slip, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is why I kept buying this product over and over again. Okay, but of course we do know that she did make some minor tweaks to all the products, of course, so this is not like exactly the same product that was at Sally's. If you missed it, I did a Giovanni deep conditioner video. Yes, Giovanni has deep conditioner. They released some that are supposed to complement the original lines that I just showed, so I'm gonna try those eventually. But I got quite a bit of new deep conditioners coming up, like with Black Friday purchases and stuff like that. So we'll get on them eventually. But for this one, can't describe the scent. I still don't know a description for it. This has excellent, great slip. I did a video recently talking about the extreme shedding that I've been going through right now. And this slides them shed hairs right on out, girl, right on out. All right, we've got the Kinky Curly conditioner. I mean, I think this is like a standard thing that's gonna be in my empties videos, right? I went and got my hair done, and before I get my hair done, I always use the Kinky Curly leave-in. So I did the Kinky Curly standard combo. I think I may have gone somewhere, traveled, and I did this combo. So if you see this leave-in, it's because I did the Kinky Curly classic combo, because I do not like this leave-in with other stuff. I think the very first base study video that I did was with this as a base, and I disliked almost all the combos. Okay, I'll probably link that at the end of this video or link it in the eye. No. It took me a year to use these, but these are some samples of a Trepadora conditioner. So this is the Trepadora Coconut Almond Detangling Conditioner. Honestly, it's more of a thin formulation. It doesn't really foam up on the hair very well. Now, I will say that once you put it on and you add a little water and you do all that, it does magically have more slip to the hair. I guess that's why they call it a detangling conditioner, but you don't get that frothy, foamy experience. And I did have to, even with these 3 packets, I did have to add additional product. I had to add some of my Giovanni 50/50 conditioner over the top of it. This smells very pleasant. Very nice, like almost a sweet tart, but not sour type smell. But I mean, would I buy a full size? Probably not. Probably not, especially because I know the Trepadora isn't like super cheap or anything like that. And it's time for the gel parade. 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 I actually do have a parade of gels this time, guys. I'm not even playing with you, okay? So first thing we have here is the Orange Marmalade from Eco Slay. This is a cream styler. I did do a base study wrap up recently. If you have not seen it, go check it out. But this is a cream styler that on its own doesn't do that great for my hair, but I did a couple combos with other products to see what was popping, to see if there were other combos beyond putting Eco Slay Jello Shot on top of this, because that combo is very nice. Of course, we have to have our Kinky Curly. This is the last of my big jars. So sad, because per ounce this is probably a better deal, especially if you know that you're going to regularly use it. And then I think I bought this at Whole Foods though, and Whole Foods here, I don't know about y'all, but Whole Foods here marks it up $6. It's additional $6 over what this costs on the Kinky Curly website. No, I've never bought from the Kinky Curly website. But yeah, what you can do is though, sometimes Whole Foods will put this on sale. So just throwing it out here that you might want to keep your eyes on Whole Foods occasionally throughout the year. I haven't really caught any pattern or rhyme or reason to why they mark it down, but they do occasionally mark it down. So I have a small container of Kinky Curly curling custard right now, because I just needed enough to like finish out this base study that I'm doing. And then I'll just like when I get around to needing gel, then I'll like buy another one, maybe buy a large size or something like that. The base study that I'm in the middle of filming right now is for the Curls Be in Control sculpting gel, and this, or aka the green one. And this series, I did a series on these. This is a part of a collection of like 4 gels, and they're like $5 a piece. And I did a video series on it. It didn't really get the views. The girls was like, girl, we not feeling it. But you can actually find this. I found this in stores at Dollar General one time, and I was like, oh, okay, Dollar General. And then you can buy them online and everything. Curls doesn't really like super push these products, but yeah, it's a $5 hair gel, so not too bad. Stay tuned for the base study wrap up. That'll be coming in January. This little gel is definitely making its way, okay, making its way into my collection as a regular product. So I like to use this in conjunction with Kinky Curly. So I'll do the custard and I'll top it with this, and then I put some Emba over the top. It makes a really pretty wash and go that has definition, but it's bigger and it lasts a long time. That was my Thanksgiving hair, and I'm still looking for other combos that I like with this, but that so far has been a combo that's worth me purchasing this and redoing it. And then I think I did use up some of this in like the base study, of course. So I have like one more container of this, and I will be using it for the base study. And then after that, I'm probably gonna mainly use it for the Kinky Curly Emba combo. Wonder Curl. I have a Wonder Curl Get Set Jelly. You guys have been seeing me use it during the base study. She may still get the axe. Stay tuned to see if I continue to use this after the base study. And I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. This is the Frozen Drip and Grip Super Hold Gel. I have 2 of them because I quite like this gel ever since it came out. I definitely learned how to finesse it and get better results with it. This pairs with a lot of products like nicely, so it has strong hold like the Eco Slay Jello Shot. However, this gets along with more stuff. If you're trying to smooth your hair and it feels like it's breaking, stop using that combo. That's not for you. But yeah, I very rarely have those kind of issues when I use this gel, so I like it. What have you been using up this season? Like, what have you been getting into, girl? What's a product that's been on repeat and regularly reappearing for you? Of course, I mentioned a bunch of videos that took place while I was using these products. I'm going to link them over here for you to check out, and then stay tuned for the content that I mentioned was on the way. I make videos every week. Subscribe, invite me to your subscriptions page, and I will talk to you in the next one.